Hey everyone, welcome to Reality TV News Update, the place where we bring you the latest updates, fun moments, and behind-the-scenes stories you won't want to miss. 2 weeks after the sudden death of Big Brother star Mickey Lee, the silence has finally broken. For 14 days, her family remained out of the spotlight, declining interviews, ignoring speculation, and retreating from the noise that followed the shocking news of her passing at just 35 years old. Fans mourned online, former houseguests shared memories, and rumors swirled endlessly across social media. Now, with trembling voices and heavy hearts, Mickey Lee's parents have come forward with a truth they say was never meant for public consumption, but one they believe must finally be shared. "We wanted privacy," her mother said quietly, "but telling this story will let our daughter rest in heaven." A death that left too many questions. When news broke that Mickey Lee had died unexpectedly just days after Christmas, disbelief spread quickly. The vibrant, sharp-witted Big Brother 27 houseguest, known for her emotional intelligence, fierce loyalty, and unforgettable diary room moments, had been full of life only weeks earlier. Initial reports cited medical complications but offered little detail. The lack of information fueled confusion and, in some corners, cruel speculation. Some questioned whether stress from reality television played a role. Others theorized unseen struggles or hidden illnesses. Through it all, Mickey's family remained silent. That silence, they now say, was an act of love. "We were still trying to understand it ourselves." In a carefully prepared statement released exactly 2 weeks after Mickey's death, her family explained why they waited. "We were still trying to understand it ourselves," her father said. "You don't lose your child and immediately know how to explain it to the world." According to the family, Mickey suffered a sudden cardiac event caused by a previously undiagnosed congenital heart condition, a silent defect that doctors say can go unnoticed for decades. "She didn't know," her mother explained. "None of us did. She had regular checkups, she exercised, she was healthy. There were no warning signs." On the night she passed, Mickey reportedly complained of feeling unusually fatigued and short of breath. She planned to rest and see a doctor the next day. She never woke up. "She went to sleep," her father said, "and our world ended." The truth they hesitated to share. The family admits there was another reason they hesitated to speak publicly. "There were moments during filming," her mother revealed, "when Mickey felt something wasn't right. She brushed it off. She didn't want to be the weak one." Mickey, known among friends for pushing herself relentlessly, believed discomfort was simply part of the grind, of chasing dreams, of proving herself, of never falling behind. "She always thought she could power through anything," her brother said. That was Mickey. The family now believes that mindset, while admirable, may have delayed critical medical intervention. "We don't share this to assign blame," her father emphasized. "We share it so people listen to their bodies." A daughter who lived fully and loved fiercely. Beyond the headlines and tragedy, the family wanted the world to remember who Mickey Lee truly was. "She was joy," her mother said, smiling through tears. "Joy with sarcasm, joy with opinions, joy with a loud laugh." Friends describe Mickey as fiercely protective, endlessly loyal, and deeply emotional behind her confident exterior. She was the friend who checked in at 2 a.m., the sister who never missed a birthday, the daughter who called home daily, even while filming. She was proud of Big Brother, her father said, not because she became famous, but because she stayed herself. The family says Mickey often spoke about how the show gave her confidence, community, and purpose. "She found her voice there," her brother added. "She wanted to use it for good." So why come forward now? Because the rumors had become too loud and too painful. "There were things being said about our daughter that weren't true," her mother said, and silence started to feel like injustice. But more importantly, the family felt Mickey would want her story to help others. If even one person gets checked because of this, then Mickey's life continues to matter in the most meaningful way. They've since partnered with a heart health awareness organization and plan to fund screenings in Mickey's name. Messages that still go unanswered. One of the most heartbreaking details shared was that Mickey had sent messages to several loved ones in the days before her death, ordinary messages filled with plans and jokes. She texted me about traveling, her brother said, about next year. She had spoken to her parents about visiting home in the spring. She talked about new projects, new beginnings. There was no goodbye, her mother whispered, because she didn't know she was leaving. Grief behind closed doors. While the public mourned, the family grieved privately, packing away Christmas decorations untouched, replaying voicemails, and learning how to exist in a world without Mickey. "There are moments when I still reach for my phone," her mother admitted. "Then I remember." The family says they've leaned on each other and on the outpouring of love from fans, which they describe as overwhelming but comforting. "You all loved her," her father said. "That matters. Let her be remembered for how she lived." As they closed their statement, they made one final request. "Please stop speculating," her mother said gently. "Let her be remembered for how she lived, not how she died." They ask fans to remember Mickey's laughter, her resilience, her courage to be vulnerable on national television, and her unwavering kindness behind the scenes. "She wasn't perfect," her brother said, "but she was real." And that, they say, is exactly how she would want to be remembered. A legacy that endures. 2 weeks after her passing, the truth has finally been shared, not to reopen wounds, but to offer peace. "We believe this lets her rest," her father said, "and maybe helps others live." Mickey Leigh's light, though extinguished far too soon, continues to shine in the lives she touched and in the lessons her story leaves behind. As her family puts it simply, she lived with heart, and in the end, it was her heart that reminded the world how precious life truly
After the
is.
sudden death of Big Brother star Mickey Leigh, her family has finally broken their silence, sharing a painful truth they say they never intended to make public. For 14 long days, Mickey's parents and siblings remained hidden from the spotlight, grieving privately while the world speculated loudly. Social media filled with theories, headlines asked unanswered questions, and fans demanded clarity. But behind closed doors, a family was simply trying to survive the unimaginable loss of a daughter, sister, and friend. "We wanted privacy," her mother said softly in a written statement, "but telling this truth will let our daughter rest in heaven." A loss that shocked millions. Mickey Leigh was only 35 when news of her death spread just days after Christmas. Known for her sharp intelligence, emotional depth, and unfiltered honesty on Big Brother 27, she had captured hearts far beyond the house. Her sudden passing stunned fans, castmates, and viewers alike. Initial reports cited medical complications but offered few details. That silence created a vacuum, one quickly filled with rumor, speculation, and painful misinformation. The family watched as their daughter's name became a trending topic while they were still learning how to breathe without her. "We weren't hiding," her father explained. "We were breaking." The heartbreaking truth. In their first public statement, Mickey's family revealed that she died from a sudden cardiac event caused by an undiagnosed congenital heart condition, a silent illness that can remain hidden for years without symptoms. "She didn't know she had it," her mother said softly. "None of us did. She was active, healthy, and careful about her body. There were no red flags." Doctors later told the family that the condition is rare and often goes undetected until it is tragically too late. On the evening before her death, Mickey reportedly complained of feeling unusually exhausted and short of breath. She assumed it was stress or fatigue and planned to rest and seek medical advice the following day. "She went to sleep believing she'd wake up," her father said. "She never did." A truth they struggled to share. The family admitted there was another reason they hesitated to speak publicly. During filming and in the months afterward, Mickey occasionally mentioned feeling off, Brief moments of discomfort she dismissed as anxiety or exhaustion. She hated worrying people, her brother revealed. She always thought she could push through anything. That determination, while central to Mickey's personality, may have delayed medical intervention. "We're not sharing this to assign blame," her mother emphasized. "We're sharing it because ignoring your body can be dangerous." Remembering who Mickey really was. Beyond the tragedy, the family wanted the world to remember Mickey not as a headline, but as a human being. She was laughter, her mother said. She was stubborn. She was generous. She was deeply sensitive, even when she acted tough. Friends described Mickey as fiercely loyal and emotionally intuitive, someone who showed up when others needed her most. Despite her reality TV fame, she remained grounded, calling home daily and checking in on friends long after cameras stopped rolling. She was proud of Big Brother, her father said, not because of fame, but because she stayed true to herself. The show, the family says, gave Mickey confidence and a platform she hoped to use for something meaningful. So why speak now, after 2 weeks of silence? Because the speculation had grown unbearable. There were lies being repeated, her mother said, and silence started to feel like we were allowing our daughter's story to be rewritten. More importantly, the family believes Mickey would want her experience to help others. If sharing this saves even one life, her father said, then her voice continues. The family announced plans to support heart health awareness efforts and hopes to fund screenings in Mickey's name. Messages that still echo. Perhaps the most heartbreaking detail is how ordinary Mickey's final days were. She texted about travel plans, about projects she was excited for. She spoke with her parents about visiting in the spring. She joked with friends. She made plans. There was no goodbye, her mother whispered, because she didn't know she was leaving. Grief behind closed doors. While fans mourned publicly, Mickey's family faced grief quietly, packing away untouched Christmas decorations, replaying old voicemails, and learning how to exist without her presence. "There are moments I still expect her to call," her mother admitted. "They say the outpouring of love from fans has brought comfort, even when the pain feels unbearable." "You loved her," her father said. "That matters more than you know." A final request. As they closed their statement, the family made one final plea. "Please stop speculating," her mother said gently. "Let her be remembered for how she lived, not how she died." They hope fans remember Mickey's honesty, her vulnerability, her courage to be real on national television, and her kindness behind the scenes. She wasn't perfect, she was real. A legacy of heart. 2 weeks after her passing, the truth has finally been shared, not for attention, but for peace. "We believe this lets her rest," her father said, "and maybe it helps others live." Mickey Lee's life ended far too soon, but her impact continues in the people she touched, the love she inspired, and the lives that might be saved because her family chose truth over silence. "She lived with heart," her mother said, "and now her heart is her legacy."